Shit like the winter
do. See me with the crew, had to get some food. I see you looking like you do. Had to make a move. Still I gotta groove in a Jimmy Choo. Break the rules, no you're not a fool, but I'm in the mood.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Nate Almighty, aka the global goddamn dark skin ambassador, man. How y'all feeling, man? Listen, we almost at 10K. Shout out to the subscribers. Shout out to those of y'all who've been sending them donations, man. Everything is much appreciated. And I want to start this by wishing positivity and sending a positive vibration to all of y'all, including you if you're new to this channel, man. Before I get to this story, I want to invite you to like, share, comment, and subscribe, man. Subscribe to this channel. But without further ado, I want to talk about the Neutron, because clearly outside of New York, they say Neutron instead of neutral. But we're going to talk about the Neutron, right? A guy from Brooklyn who ran Bloods, Crips, and folks. This literally happened. The reason why I'm making this video is because while I'm watching success of my previous videos, including my video I put up less than a month ago that went viral, it's at about 320K, man. Go watch that if you ain't seen it. But I've been watching a whole lot of people who from gangs. You know what I'm saying? They kind of like trying to get at me and talk about how, you know, I was neutral and all I did was get violated and I'm attacking the Bloods. And then when I make a video about something that happened to a Crip, you know, it's dudes saying I'm going too hard on the Crips. My first thing is, get out your emotions. You're supposed to be men. My second thing is, this channel is about losses. And the third thing is, because I was quote unquote neutral, a lot of people get it misconstrued and act like neutral people wasn't putting in no work on Rikers Island. Well, I'm here to tell you, at least in C-74 when I was there, okay, there was neutral dudes that was beating dudes up that was in gangs, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes 2 at a time, you feel me? Now, of course, neutral dudes gonna go through it more because we don't have, you know what I'm saying, no blood ties, no gang ties, no Latin King ties. But here's the story, man. This goes back to the story that I'm talking about when I was in 5 Main. When I first got to C-74 Rikers Island 2008 in March, right? I never expressed the fact that when I got there, I believe either both the people who ran the house was from Brooklyn and neutral, or this one particular dude who I'm talking about, I know for sure was neutral. But both these dudes was from Brooklyn. Now, I'm not going to say his name because they jumped me several times before me and these dudes got, you know what I'm saying, got as cool as you could get with people who jump you and spank your boots just because you refusing to allow them to extort you. You know what I'm saying? But hey, that's just the culture of Rikers Island, you know? Nobody can vouch for you. You get beat up a couple times. You lucky enough to get a couple one-ons. You know what I'm saying? And then it's over, and then they invite you to the fold to join in the oppression that they given to the other people who will not resist. But I remember this guy, okay? So like I said, when I first got there, the flunkies tried to press me. And they're like, hey, listen, when it's commissary day, we're gonna send a list under your door, and this person runs the crib, that person runs the crib as well. If they ask you for a phone call, you gotta give it to them. And if you've been paying attention to my videos, I stated that I resisted, and then I got smoked like very soon after. Like the COs allowed it to happen. Now, going into further detail about that, we're gonna get into it where this guy was from Brooklyn and he ran the house and had been running that house for at least 6 months before I got there, okay? Now, this dude was short dude. He had to have been no taller than 5'5". Wasn't the biggest guy either, but you know, he was cut up. He wasn't like a brolic dude. He wasn't like a fat dude. He wasn't super skinny either. But you know, it was this short 5'5" dude from Brooklyn, cornrows in his head. He had been locked up already for 2 years. He called an attempt murder or some type of murder. And the last thing I remember about him right before I went upstate, because by this point, me and him had already been cool and we went our separate ways. He left 5 Main. I left 5 Main way before him. And I remember seeing him in passing, maybe in a little library or something. And he was like, hey, listen, bro, I'm about to cop out to 13. Whatever's going on with your case, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully it goes good for you, and you know what I'm saying? Wish the best for me, I wish the best for you. And then we shook hands, and that was the last time I ever seen him. He should definitely be home right now. But I'm not giving him publicity because he spanked me. But I'm going to explain to you who this dude was, all right? This dude was somebody who, his hands was real. And how I first got to know him was after the first time they spanked me, right? So they spanked me, they spanked my boots. The next day I'm in the day room standing up, arms bolted, jaw slightly hurting. Because one of these dudes, while they was jumping me, cracked me right in my jaw. Like cracked me right in my jaw. But you know, I'm not no snitch. So I held it down, so now I'm really mad. I'm like, you know what? I'm really about to set it off in here. They already said they was gonna kill me, and I realized that when they say they're gonna kill you, it just mean they gonna smoke you, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, I'm in the day room chilling, and I remember walking out, going to use the bathroom, and him being on the phone, and he like, hey yo, give me a phone call. I'm like, give you a phone call? I'm like, bro, y'all just spanked me this morning. What are you talking about, nigga? You know what I'm saying? So I leave the area, I take a shit, and then I come back. When I come back, he like, hey, you sure? Mind you, this is a dude who's significantly shorter than me. So it's a dude looking up to me. He like, you sure you want to go this route? I'm looking down and I'm like, yo, bro, stop playing with me, man. And I started talking my regular spiel. Hey, I'm from Cortland, blah, 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 blah. He like, yo, I don't care about you, this banko nigga that everybody keep talking about. I don't care, bro. Like, you in my house, nigga. And as you can see, I don't care about no blood. I don't care about no crip. None of that. You gonna respect. You gonna get down or you gonna lay down. Period. Period. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, so you gonna get down or you gonna lay down? I'm like, I'm laying down then, right? Boom. So later on that night, he calls me out for a 1-on in the day room, right? So, and I'm gonna be completely honest, completely transparent. His hands was realer than mine. Some of the realest hands I ever seen, which is crazy because for some reason, I find that in real battle combat situations, right? Short dudes be having the realest hands. I don't know if it's a Napoleon complex type of thing, but short dudes be having the realest hands. But he called me out. You know, the CO was there. The CO, you know, they did their fake little walk up the corridor when you know dudes is gonna be fighting in the day room. So you could say you didn't know it happened, you know, because they was in cahoots with each other. So the CO goes and does that. This dude comes to me, he's like, yo. He like, yo, so you said you gonna lay down, right? He like, so since you so tough, come fight me in this corner, right? So we start fighting, right? I ain't gonna lie, he's swinging, he tagged me like twice, right? I go, I tag him one time, immediately, like 6 people jump on me. They start spanking me again. Again, mind you, this is my very first week on the island. I already been smoked 2-3 times already. I ain't been on the island a whole 10 days yet, you feel me? So they spank me, cool. We get through it, I hold it down again. At this current point in time, I didn't know that when the sheriff come, or the people that wear, you know what I'm saying, the white shirts, they come and they check up on the house, you can simply pop it off in front of them, right? And then you pop it off in front of them, they'll move you immediately to another house. I'm thinking at this time, like, yo, I'm stuck here. The only way I can leave here is if I snitch. And I'm like, I ain't no snitch. I gotta go home. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go home. Mind you, I already found out that my bro from the hood is already on the other side. I'm like, I can't go out like that. So I basically just thug it out. But mind you, while I'm going through it, I'm noticing how this dude is neutral, and he's literally telling Bloods what to do, right? There was one Crip on the team. He telling him what to do, right? There's a folk on the team. He telling him what to do, right? And I'm just watching how he's calling shots and he's being respected. His word is being respected, you know what I'm saying? I figure it as a combination of him being on the island for 2 years, so he already built a name for himself, and also the fact that he running the crib already and he got hands. So it's like, if you go against him, he got enough authority, right, to call the whole team and the dudes that's not on the team, but they still good, still doing whatever they want, and you can have 6 to 10 dudes jump on you as long as you on his side of 5 men, you know what I'm saying? And I'm watching how even dudes that don't want to listen, he just looking at him like, he just giving them a look like, yo, listen, we could fight if you want, I'm gonna just beat you up. Do you really want to get beat up and still have to do what I say? Like, what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? And it was just ironic to me. And, you know, honestly, outside of 5 Men, which was my first house in Rikers Island, I never seen another neutral or 2 neutrals run a house together. But that gave me the courage to understand that you don't gotta be in a gang, right? So hold your own and demand respect on Rikers Island, you know what I'm saying? It just showed me a lot, feel me? So if anybody say they never seen nobody neutral run nothing, put in no work, they ain't never come across me, who's gonna stand on my own too. I don't care about the politics. But at the end of the day, you not taking that from me, and you not gonna put your hands on me. We gonna deal with that, you know what I'm saying? But in his case, this guy from Brooklyn, he managed to make it all the way to the top of the food chain and literally ran a crib for at least a year. At least a year, which is unheard of. Unheard of, while at the same time maintaining his integrity and not dropping a slip on nobody. I ain't gonna lie, he held Brooklyn down correctly. He did it correctly, man. He did it correctly, you know? And mind you, this is the same dude who, I got an earlier story, right? When I'm talking about the most gangster Crip that I ever seen on Rikers Island at one time. This happened in 5 Men, right? Now, while that Crip was tough, he also was big, and he did lose. Because at one point he was getting a one-on with this same Brooklyn dude that I'm talking about, who was significantly smaller than the Crip dude, and the Crip dude was beating him up with the hands before they really smoked him, you know what I'm saying? So that goes to tell you that. Don't judge a book by its cover, man. Also, I want to end this with some positivity by encouraging anybody who's in the streets or young men who's involved in the streets and you want to leave the streets, you can still leave. It's not too late, you know what I'm saying? We could be better. We could be better men, you know what I'm saying? Joining the gang and doing crimes against your own people, that's easy. That's the easy route, you know what I'm saying? That's for lazy people. You don't got to be lazy. You could be great, okay? Hack into the own genius that you already possess within your mind. And this is whether you black, white, gray, Asian, whatever, you know what I'm saying? A lot of us still come from the same poor conditions, man. We could all do better. We could all do better, man. Pay attention, got a lot of more new stuff coming, man. Like, share, comment, subscribe, peace.